That's what I look for all the time. When a quarterback throws a touchdown pass, I actually watch to see who he goes and celebrates with. I told the lineman, we're all running to the end zone and we're celebrating as a team. Because I think that's way more intimidating than a quarterback doing his six-shooter guns and pointing up in the crowd and doing all that other bullshit that's very self-promotional, but it's not about winning.
Lights up, crowd roaring, stakes high. A touchdown drops like thunder. But the real story starts after the throw. Who does the quarterback run to? Who does he celebrate with? That choice tells you everything. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe. If you love Shedeur, then comment SS 100%. That is what I look for, every time. Not the six-shooter pose, not the finger guns to the rafters, not the solo flex for the camera. I watch the next move. I watch the huddle that forms. I watch who gets that first hug. In this game, touchdowns always came with celebration. Since the early days, since leather helmets and muddy fields. The dance changed, the meaning stayed. Joy, relief, brotherhood.
Sanders there just having the patience, letting the play develop, does a great job.
Lately, the debate got loud. A legend stepped in, a quarterback many call the best ever, Tom Brady. He dropped a take that split the room. He said the solo act is not it. He said some celebrations are rubbish. He said the standard should be different. Celebrate with your team. Set a better precedent. Make the moment about the group, not the brand. He pointed to his own career. He said he looked for his linemen first. He ran to the end zone with his guys. He pulled everyone into the frame. Make them feel the win. Make them feel the weight and the glory. That was his way. Team first. Shine together. No need for a solo stage. Then, the tone shifted. He went at the showman, the spark plug stars, the solo sizzle after 6. He said the team's sprint to the end zone is more intimidating. He wanted that to be the example. He wanted the league to follow that script. That is where the fire started. Many heard more than a football lesson. Many felt he was taking aim at black quarterbacks. Many felt he was taking aim at Shedeur Sanders, at Deshaun Watson, at the new wave that blends skill and style. They saw his words as a shot at the firing actions, at the quick draw gestures, at the brand-heavy moments after the score. They heard him say those moves helped the player, not the team. They heard a cold edge in his voice, a dismissive edge. Irony layered in, like he did not just disagree, he looked down on it. The backlash hit fast. Fans pushed back. Players spoke up. Analysts weighed in. They said this was not just about a dance. They said this felt like a veiled attack on black quarterbacks, the same ones who use the moment to connect with fans, the same ones who bring kids into the game. The clip kept reappearing, the line about a quarterback doing six-shooter guns, pointing to the crowd, doing all that other stuff, very self-promotional, not about winning. That line lit the fuse, and the debate opened a deeper door. Racism in the league, the double standard that lingers, the way black athletes are policed for expression. That history is long. We've seen it in protests. We've seen it in fashion. We've seen it in how joy gets framed as swagger. Colin Kaepernick knelt for justice. He was vilified. White players who echoed that stance drew less fire. The same split shows up at quarterback. Black QBs like Watson and Shedeur get heat for style, for how they dance, for how they lead. White counterparts get the benefit of the doubt. They get labeled leaders. They get praise for poise, without the same level of scrutiny. This is bigger than football. It is culture. It is power. It is who gets to be loud, who gets to be big, who gets to be seen and loved for that. Brady's remarks landed inside that storm. Many said his view stacked on the old mold. Fit in. Keep it quiet. Do not make it about you. That mold asks black athletes to shrink, to strip away the flair, to mute the signal that makes kids dream. So a touchdown dance becomes a fight over identity. A simple watch flex becomes a headline topic. A grin becomes a debate topic. The moment is joy. The framing turns it into a warning label. You can hear good intent in parts of it. Team first is a noble call. Lift up the big men. Share the spotlight. All of that tracks. But many say he should not have said it that way or said it at all. because the message punched down, because it felt like a shot at a new wave that pushes the sport forward. It felt like a slap at the very energy that makes the league electric. And it raised a hard question about his own values. Do they match the locker rooms of today? Do they match a league that says it wants inclusion? The backlash was massive. Players clapped back. Fans lit up timelines. Analysts called out the tone. Even fellow athletes across sports weighed in. This is the weight of a giant platform. Every word sets a frame. Every clip sets a trend. When you aim at personal expression, you shape the rules for the next kid. And when that aim runs through black quarterbacks, the damage multiplies. The message helps a pattern that already hurts them. The message says, tone it down. The message says, play, but do not celebrate your way. That is how inequity grows. He tried to defend teamwork over ego, but the frame killed the point. The delivery felt cold. It felt dismissive. It felt racially charged. So the lesson got lost, and the wound got bigger. Brady built a legacy on leadership, calm and chaos, trust and preparation. He earned respect, but now the questions stack up off the field. Do his views fit a modern locker room? Do they match the diversity the league says it values? Can a new star be bold and still be seen as a leader? The response says yes. The response says the league must make space for both. The backlash is a warning. Even the biggest names answer to the room. Words have a cost. Culture remembers. So here's where we land. A talk about touchdown style turned into a showdown over respect, over race, over what the shield should stand for. The idea started simple. Emphasize the team. Protect the fabric of the game. But the message took a turn. The target felt personal. It felt aimed at black quarterbacks. It felt aimed at Shedeur Sanders, at Deshaun Watson, at the new wave that blends skill and style. They saw his words as a shot at the firing actions, at the quick draw gestures, at the brand-heavy moments after the score. They heard him say those moves helped the player, not the team. They heard a cold edge in his voice, a dismissive edge. People moved fast. They called the take outdated. They called it out of touch. They asked if he understands the modern NFL, the music, the swagger, the way race shapes how we see the same move on two different players. Many said he didn't mean harm, but impact beats intent. The impact drew a line. On one side, the old rules. On the other, a new generation that refuses to shrink. Now he has to defend the view, and he has to hear the pushback. He has to reckon with the truth that a legend can still learn, because words matter. They can build, they can break, they can open doors, or they can lock them. Progress in sports moves with progress in society. You can't split the two. The huddle reflects the city. The field reflects the country. If we want better on the field, we need better off it. We need space for different voices. We need space for different styles. The game can honor tradition, and it can honor expression. It doesn't have to choose. That is the path forward. What do you think about Tom Brady as his take? Was it just opinion, or did it reveal deeper issues in the NFL? Should black quarterbacks be held to a different standard, or should every player have the freedom to celebrate? Do you think this will stick to his legacy, or will it fade? How should the NFL build a more inclusive space for every player and still honors the traditions that people love? Drop your thoughts below. Hit like and subscribe if you want more. And if you love Shedeur, then comment SS 100%. One last thought. Team celebration and solo style do not have to be enemies. The spotlight is big enough for the whole squad. A quarterback can find his lineman and still flash a pose that kids will copy in the yard. The sport can evolve. The respect can stay. Let the joy breathe. Let the work show. Let the league be a mirror of the people who love it. That is how you win. On the field, in the culture, in the future.